now has really demonstrated some interest in post-secondary education, and he's got around him some exceptionally good people that are very interested in higher education, Mike Hurst and others. And so I think that there really might be a possibility to bring the governor, now that the state's primary budget woes have been sort of handled, at least in part, there might be the chance for building some consensus around dealing with this and coming up with the idea of both how structurally in the future you're going to deal with issues like this, what the goals. Actually, Dee Dee's work was very nice. I mean, she worked with Carol Liu, and when Carol was in the House, and they came up with some very, I think, a really pretty good set of goals. And it's not like you guys don't know what you want. Almost all of you, if you were to ask, would come up with the same things. You want high quality education accessible to the people of the state at a reasonable price. And you can put that together.
Well, you just written the preamble.
Yeah. I mean, that's where every state comes out. And then you find a way in which you go, and you want it equitably distributed. In a state as diverse as California, you want to make sure that everybody's got a shot at this. And you know, that doesn't take forever to put together. So I think that there needs to be a capacity, but I also believe some of these other problems you don't want to put off until you get a new master plan. Yeah, agreed. I think you've got to help the community colleges you've got a structural and a problem here with the way in which they can generate revenues to do the work that they have to do. And they're serving the most difficult to serve students in the state. And if you go back to that one chart, they're doing it with far less resources by and large than either the Cal States or the University of California, because they don't have a major source of revenue that every other community college in the United States of America has. I mean, there are other states that charge tuition at community colleges and actually charge tuition at community colleges and then have much broader access and opportunity than California.
Thank you. Appreciate your testimony. Thanks for coming out from Colorado.
Oh, it was a great pleasure. Thank you very much.
Stuart, you call our next panel, please.
Next panel is looking at going online, MOOCs and beyond. First witness, it'll be sitting together as a panel, is Daphne Kohler, who is co-founder of Coursera, an online education platform that offers online educational courses. Ms. Kohler also is a professor in the computer science department at Stanford University and the Oswald Villard University Fellow in undergraduate education. Sebastian Thrun is co-founder of Udacity, an online for-profit educational organization that offers free online computer science courses to users worldwide. The online company was founded in January 2012 as a means of reaching a broader audience than the traditional classroom setting. He is a former professor at Stanford University. Dean Flores is a former state senator and currently serves as the president and chief executive officer of the 20 Million Minds Foundation, a nonprofit organization that seeks to lower the cost of a college education through technology. Mr. Flores served 8 years in the Senate, 2 as Senate Majority Leader. He also served 2 terms in the California Assembly. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll start with Ms. Kohler and move on to Mr. Thrun and then on to Mr. Flores, and we have some time for questions. And so you're going to start there because that's where your PowerPoint is, I take it, right?
So, yes, and then I'll sit down with everybody else.
Okay.
Thank you very much. So let me just start with the history of this effort. This whole movement of massive open online courses started out about 16 months ago in the fall of 2011.